Hello guys, good morning. So today we're going to do the upgrade I mentioned in the last video, and it's going to be the steering wheel. I'm going to replace the standard GT steering wheel with the multifunction one. It still came off a GT. I have the module as well because the current module doesn't support multifunction steering wheel. And then to finish the video, we're going to have to code it to work with the car, because just install it won't work. You're going to have to code it as well. So let's get it going. First, you're gonna have to remove the steering wheel, which I've explained to you how to get it done when I installed the cruise control. So there's two openings here in the back of the steering wheel with the springs. So you're gonna have to press the springs and pull the airbag forward to release it. There, so that side is done. And when you do one side, the other side actually is a bit trickier because it creates a bit of tension on the spring, but it's still doable. Here's this spring. Yeah. So now with that off, we can remove the key and lock the steering wheel. And you're gonna want to release the connection, just like so. Also, this airbag, you won't be able to use it because this one only has the grounds for the horn itself. It doesn't have the grounds for the buttons. So make sure you get a steering wheel with the new harness, or you're gonna have to replace the airbag harness to support the multifunction steering wheel. So when this is removed with the multi-spline size 12, you're gonna release the steering wheel. And this big bolt here, you're gonna have to reuse it when you replace the new steering wheel. And just pull this off. Just make sure you don't spin the clock spring. So now I need to split this. It's just a bunch of tabs, so with a trim tool you should be able to pop it. Yeah. You don't need to remove this, you can just leave this sitting here. You have two T20s here. And you have one at the bottom. I'm gonna remove the one in the bottom first. So that's it. And the screws are different. The ones that hold this trim here in place have kind of a flat head, and the other one that goes on the bottom is sort of rounded. And this just pulls off around the ignition barrel and off. Actually forgot the Torx 8. So here you have a very small screw. It's a T8. That's what holds the module in place. So you remove that, And now there's two tabs in this. There's one through the hole right in front, right underneath the screw, and one from the bottom, from the back. The one from the back you can reach, but the one from here you need something very small to poke the hole. I have a small drill bit. This is size 2, and you just sort of feel where's the wee tab, and then the one in the back you just reach from back here. Like so, and now you're gonna have to unplug these. Only 2 connections. There we go. So let's go get the new module and we can start fitting everything back. So here we have it. So the modules are identical. Yeah, the modules are identical. It's just what they support and what they don't. So obviously I searched which one would work with this particular Golf, and the part numbers are the same. Part numbers are the same, but just the 2 last letters are different. So this was the one that was in the car, ending in BC, and we need this one. So now it's just connecting the 2 connectors that you removed. They'll go straight in, and now you just push this up here. Don't forget that you have a few connectors at the bottom as well that you need to line them up, but as soon as you line them up, the module will go straight up. So that's the module clipped in place. Don't forget the small screwdriver, the small screw I mean, the Torx 8 to hold the module in place. Now on with the cowling. Try to pull this. Over the ignition barrel. That's it. Now it's just a matter of lining the holes and just screwing this on. One on the bottom. So that's it, secured. This side done as well. And now just the trim. Clipped in place. Now steering wheel, as you can see, the controls there, and you have this little module, and the airbag will have a connector that will go into this module here. So that's why the airbag that you took off the car won't work, because it won't have this extra loom for this module. So again, like I mentioned when I fitted the cruise control, there's a little dot on the spline here in the center of the clock spring, and the steering wheel has a line. All you have to do is align both of them, and the steering wheel will be centered like it was when you removed it. So, there. Now I need to fit this big bolt in the center. Last time I don't remember if I mentioned the torque spec for this, or I don't even know if I knew back then. At the time, probably I hadn't researched, but it's 50 Newton meters for that bolt. So set this to 50 and torque it. There we go, 50. So that's done. Now with the airbag, here's the loom that goes to the module. Can't forget to plug that, and this goes into the clock spring, and then you just push the steering wheel, the airbag I mean, because these springs are the ones that you were pushing against to release from the steering wheel. So you connect those and a firm push on the steering wheel. This one. There we go. So once you align the airbag, a firm push, and yeah, that's it. That's how you install a multifunction steering wheel. Now I'm gonna connect the battery and bring out the tablet and code the steering wheel to the car. Now guys, I did not expect this to happen, because it's a new steering wheel, a new module, so I expected. I'm still gonna go through the coding, make sure it has the options that I had before enabled. But if I press volume, as you can see there, I can control the volume. If I press the start button, it's actually mute in this radio. If I go here, I do cycle through the screen menus that the Golf has. This one here doesn't do anything, but probably because it's not coded yet, but we'll see. This one here cycles through long memory and short-term memory. But yeah, it appears to be working. If I press phone, I get the phone menu as well. So we're going through coding anyway, and we'll see what's the coding in this, if it's already coded for this car, which I don't believe it is, but we'll go see what the coding is. Now to code this, after you connect VCDS, obviously you always go to select control module, and then you go into steering wheel, and yeah, the coding is different than the one I had before, because I had 000, it was 42. This one is 22, so we'll see what's that is for. Without board computer and with cruise control, I do have cruise control. This one is, oh no, the 2 is without board computer, so I need to change that to a 4, because I do have the board computer. That's why that button there didn't work before. But other than that, I don't need to change anything. I just need to change that second one, because that one, yeah, multifunction. So this, I just need to change that one to 4 and do it. Coding accepted. Go back and we can close this. So now when I turn ignition on again, hopefully this button does something. We'll see now. Yes, I know about the fog light that I cannot get it to work, but yeah, this button still doesn't do anything. These buttons still don't do anything. But well, I got the multifunction steering wheel and it does work, so cannot complain really. This was a lot easier than I was expecting, because I wasn't expecting that the coding would be so close to the car, to the Golf already. I thought it would be completely different. I didn't even expect it to work right after fitting it. That's why I said that it won't work after fitting, but it's working now. So I'm gonna take the car for a quick spin just to get rid of the traction control lights and the steering wheel light, and we'll wrap it up. It's done now. I'm very happy with it. I went through the coding, the adaptation necessary, and I've got to say this, I spent a lot of time doing adaptation on this to make sure all the lights were gone, that everything's working as it should. So please make sure that you have the parts necessary for your car, and please make sure that you have somebody to code the car for you, because when you replace the module, you're gonna have to do some adaptation to make all the modules sort of speak between themselves. And yeah, I spent a lot of time doing that, so everything's working fine now. Just this little button on the steering wheel doesn't do nothing, but because I've got the upgraded stereo, I can program what each button does, so that's not a big deal because I have the upgraded stereo. So yeah guys, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and next video we're gonna start fitting all the parts that I've bought in the Fiesta to make sure we get it ready for MOT and to pass it on. So thank you very much guys. I'll see you in the next upload.